Two of the greatest of all time will meet in the second round of this year's Olympic Games as 24-time major champion Novak Djokovic takes on 22-time major champion Rafael Nadal. What's up, everybody? It's John Eric Poli, and as you guys know, in tennis, we are into the second round in this year's Olympic Games. And on the men's side of things, what a big matchup here in round two. Novak Djokovic taking on Rafael Nadal. So in today's video, we're going to do a little preview of this matchup and make a prediction here. I guess let's get started here with Novak Djokovic. Djokovic, as you guys know, not a good 2024 so far, and really it's not too good of a year by his standards. In all reality, if this was any other player, like I used a Taylor Fritz or somebody as an example here, it'd be a good year for them. Let's remember, he made the semifinals of the Australian Open. He made the quarterfinals of the French Open, where he had to pull out with a knee injury. He made it to the finals of Wimbledon. He also had a semifinal appearance at the Monte Carlo tournament as well. So there are moments here, even though it's been an awful year by Novak Djokovic's standards, there's been some moments here where he's made some deep runs into tournaments and whatnot. The big thing here with Novak Djokovic, though, is he has not beaten a guy ranked in the top 10 all year. That's absolutely fascinating to think of. But here's the good news here for Novak Djokovic. Rafael Nadal, he's not in the top 10. I know, crazy to think about everything that these guys have accomplished. We were having a conversation like this. Rafa, been banged up all year. Now, the one thing that Rafa did that was smart was he took off the grass court season, spent some extra time on clay, preparing for this year's Olympic Games. But the early returns on that, at least as far as singles go, not too good here on the side of Rafa. At least Novak Djokovic in his round one matchup, he just cruised right by. He looked very, very good, and that's kind of what we would expect out of one of the top players in the world. But Rafa, on the other hand, some tough moments there. I didn't think his return game was as good, or definitely wasn't as it once was. I thought there was some moments where his backhand was really good in round one, but I thought there was moments where rallies were getting a little long, and we used to see Rafael Nadal dominate long rallies. Not the case here, at least in that round one matchup. And you're going against now Novak Djokovic, who, just like Rafa, one of the best returners of all time. And I would expect that Novak's return game going to be a lot better than what Rafa experienced in his round one matchup. So as far as a prediction goes, guys, listen, I get it. Our hearts probably want to say Rafael Nadal here. He's obviously the greatest person to ever step foot on a clay court, being a 14-time French Open champion, dominated clay seasons for years, but those days are now behind Rafael Nadal. You got to go with your gut here. It's definitely going to be Novak Djokovic, I think, in this round two matchup here. And Novak Djokovic, listen, here's a fun fact for Novak Djokovic. And I've been saying this. Anybody who's been to this YouTube channel knows that I've been saying this. 0 Olympic gold medals for Novak Djokovic. Out of everything he's accomplished, 0 Olympic golds. The best he ever had was a bronze medal in 2008. Now, Rafael Nadal claimed gold in 2008. He also got gold in doubles in 2016. Novak still going after that. An opportunity here definitely for Novak Djokovic, with that his draw is going to be playing itself out here, but nothing's a layup with the year he's been having. But for this big one here in this round two matchup, I expect Novak Djokovic to take care of Rafael Nadal, and I expect probably to do so with ease. But again, I think there are, given what Rafa's accomplished on clay, you got to at least give him the benefit of the doubt that he could make this a match, and a good one at that. But I just still think that Novak Djokovic is going to be too much for Rafael Nadal in this round two matchup at the 2024 Olympic Games here in Paris.